What it do, y'all? It's your boy Mistro, and I'm back. It's been a long time since I've been back with a video. But I'm excited. I've been consistent on shorts, and I'm up to 3K, y'all. Woo! Let's go! Yeah, I'm up to 3K, man. So make sure y'all subscribe. Keep watching the shorts, man. Long form content is coming back, and I've been, upgrading a little bit. You know what I'm saying? New technology. So bear with me on the, you know what I'm saying? This is my first time ever actually using it. So just bear with me. And then the next video is gonna be a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a new camera soon and all that good stuff. But before I get into that, I have to address what I'm talking about today. Normally, I am a peaceful, loving person. I love cracking jokes. I love laughing. But people just love to piss people off at work for no reason. I'm telling you, people just do it. People do it for the fun of it. And it's not even necessary. So for my video today, it's a story time, okay? Going back to my story time, going back to my real roots. I'm always a good storyteller. You want to laugh, you want to cry, you want to be pissed off. I got all them stories, you know what I'm saying? I got the weird stories, all that too. But I really want to focus on today's story being about how I almost got into a fight with a customer. But before we get into that, it wouldn't be a Mistro video without cueing that intro.
Hop in my ride. Let me take you to a place you never seen tonight. I'm gonna leave your body yearning. Make no mistake, your body gon' be lurking all on that G on me.
Before I get into this story, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and we're finna get right down into it. Also, make sure to subscribe to my music channel. Mistro Music Channel. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, so keep subbing, and keep subbing. But we're getting right down to the story, man. First of all, just to give a little background information, I believe it was either January or February where me and my mom were doing taxes for Jackson Hewitt. Jackson Hewitt is, a tax company, blah, blah, blah. We walk in there, she's doing her taxes, I'm sitting right next to her, and basically the lady up there, was like, we're hiring, your son could be working on it, because I didn't have no job. I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't have no job. I was strictly doing music and I was strictly doing YouTube stuff. And obviously, I wasn't getting that. But you know what I'm saying? I had to do what it do, you know what I'm saying? I'm making ends work. You know what I'm saying? I was still playing at church. That's another story too, I got myself fired up. Well, that's next time, okay? But right now, I'm telling a story about how I almost got into a fight. But we're trying to give you you know what I'm talking about. The next week, I believe it was Monday, I walked into the building, did my training there, and then Tuesday, I'm at the office. So I'm starting work. Cool. Work was fine, you know what I'm saying? Y'all seen all the videos of me doing shorts and TikToks up there. I believe I did the how back we would be on the phone. I think that was my first ever TikTok I did there. I don't want to be, sorry for that. Didn't want to be too specific, but yeah, I think that building. Yeah, somebody said I was at a jail cell. I wasn't in a jail cell, y'all. So I was just at work. But tell me why I was already finna quit weeks before. I was done because I was like, bro, I don't want to be typing all this information. People be getting mad about what they're getting back in taxes. Never again. Never again. No disrespect to them. They want me to come back, but I probably won't, because you know what I'm saying?
All the way up with this YouTube. You feel me? But
no. Okay, so I decided I was gonna quit beforehand. I just needed something to just kick off the edge. And the day before, I'm tripping, yeah, the day before, it's April 14th. Everything I love. I'll show you the clip. Because if I would have lashed out, it would have been a lawsuit all on me. I don't need that right now. So I'm gone. Peace. I'm gonna talk to y'all about this story. I'm working a long shift. I think I'm working something crazy, 8 to 8. Probably 12-hour shift. Something like that. I can't remember. But I walk in, I'm like, okay, place needs a little bit of tidying, so I'm cleaning up, doing whatever. Got a few customers. It was a white lady. She was trying to get her son there for her taxes and stuff like that. Approval. I'm like, yeah, cool. Another black lady came up there. She was trying to do a taxes for her husband. And he was cussing me out because he was like, the other dude told him he couldn't get his taxes for, the little stimmy, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was trying to get the stimmy. I'm going through regular motions, Give me your W-2s, your little Social Security and all that. Doing that, typing it, doing all that, okay? I want to say around 12 or 1, I went to go use the bathroom. And I came back in there and I'm chilling. I'm actually editing a video. I can show you the video that I was editing. Whatever. Come back, doing that. Big old white dude, but he was old. Big white dude. He looked like he was in his 50s, 60s. He was a racist. I didn't care. I don't care if we listening, we don't judge. I was judging. That motherfucker was a racist. I don't care. You know how some white people just look racist? Black people can be racist too, don't get me wrong. But some white people just got that look. And he was already pissed from the jump. Okay? Let me start from the very beginning of it. He walks in, sits down. I was like, sir, can you hand me your W-2 and whatnot? Your license. I need all the information, basically. I get a phone call from the person that hired me. I'm talking with him. I was like, hello, hi, can you help me with this? He's like, and I was like, I asked him for his social security number because I needed it because he didn't have a card with him. And he said the number. I said, okay. And then I just have to press enter and I had to do it again. I type it in again. And I didn't write it down. I'm still on the phone, so I talked to her. So I was like, sir, can you repeat that again? He was like, get the hell off the damn phone. I was like, sir, whoa, what you doing? I'm speaking with my boss. He was like, no, I need to get my taxes done. You're not finna mess up my damn money. I was like, sir, I promise you, I'm just talking to, get off the phone. I was like, okay. Put my phone down, whatever. Cool. That was strike one. You know, just to boil my blood up. First of all, sorry about that. First of all, I'm a peaceful worker. If you tell me what to do the nice way, I'll get it done even quicker. But if you're one of those people that just like to piss people off, I'm ready to fight. I'm not turning no other cheek no more. Look, Lord forgive me. What's that song? Please don't kill my vibe. Yeah, Lord forgive me. I was in the string with that man. I don't care how tall he is. He was taller than me. I ain't gonna lie. He was like 6'2", 6'3". I've slung bigger dudes. Trust me. Anyway, now I'm just being sarcastic with the man. So I'm like, over-exaggerate everything. I'm like, can I please speak to my boss on the phone? And then we spoke on the phone. I was like, yeah, I gotta handle this. I gotta handle this thing right now. He's gonna get pissed. He's gonna get mad. He's gonna start yelling. He's complaining. I don't know why he was complaining, but yeah, I was talking to her like, oh yeah, he's gonna do some stuff like that. And she was like, okay, well, just call me later. Cool. I'm getting to the information part. Grab his thing, type in his numbers. Cool. I swear he said the N-word under his breath. I was that locked in to what he was saying. I promise you, because he was like, goddamn mother. I just knew. Again, I don't want nobody to file none. I don't want no what's it called? Lawsuits to be filed. None of that. I don't want none of that. Don't want none of that to this day. I just want to tell my story so make people laugh, okay? Because I'm a comedian at the end of the day. I'm a comedian at the end of the day. Okay, anyway, doing that, we get to the final part. I'm showing him his number, right? So I'm like, sir, you're getting this amount. It was a pretty good amount. So I'm showing him on the computer. He was like, oh, that's already without the tax being done? I'm like, no, we took everything out. He was like, oh, no, excuse my language. Well, actually, I can cuss and bleep it out. He was like, no. He was like, no, you. I was like, sir, I'm just showing you the numbers, man. He was like, no, I can get this stuff done cheaper online. I was like, sir, you can do so. Then he got up, I promise you, he got up, y'all, and was like dead, like I'm zoomed in, like zooming in. They like, well, you know, I could get my taxes done better. And he was just like spitting all of them. I was like, sir, then you can go. You can go, sir. I'm not just showing you the numbers that we do. And I was like, yeah. He was like, nah, you're gonna call them up there and tell me, well, I don't need this taken out. I'm like, mother, I didn't say that, y'all. Because again, I'm not trying to get sued. But I was like, bro, what are you talking about? I'm just showing you the what you getting, the amount you're getting. Like I said, it was a good amount. Some people don't get nothing. Some people gotta pay. Some people gotta pay that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how taxes works. But I'm showing him the thing on the it's a little tiny computer. Showing him the numbers, everything like that. He starts to get up. He walks dead in my face. He was like, I'm not doing all that. And then he gets up to the walk. I was like, sir, well, you can just go. Like, he's like, yeah, you. I was like, sir, you can have a blessed day. He's like, yeah, you mother. I swear, I thought he said the N-word. And I immediately called my boss and said,
I quit.
I swear on everything I love. You can ask. I quit. I'm not doing this. I just got cussed and yelled at for just doing my job, and he made me feel like I was gonna fight. Cause I was. Look, when I say y'all, first of all, I had a watch on. It was like a cheap watch. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was a cheap watch. I took it off. I was like, sir, what do you mean? Like, what do you? Y'all see the color. Don't get nothing twisted. Like, I'm a friendly giant. You see me in person, hey, how you doing? Take pictures, cool. I'm all that. Don't piss me off, okay? Don't piss me off, because I want to fight you. I really want to fight you. I don't care if I'll walk along. Batista. Sorry, I'm too loud in the mic. My bad. Anyway, I'm a friendly giant. You don't have to piss me off, okay? I understand his frustration. It was a hefty part coming out, but he was getting a nice little bit back. All I'm saying is, you can handle that a different way. You can just be like, I'm good, sir. But you don't gotta say F you. You gotta say F you that many times, dog. I swear, I think he said the N word. I think he did at the very beginning. I don't know if he said at the very end. I was just like, hi. Because he was like, you don't have to be face to face with me and just sit here like this, talk about some F you. I can get this done someplace else. This is too high of a price for me. I was like, sir, you can gladly go. Now, because I'm not even in tears. I'm just frustrated. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even finna come on the next day. I'm finna quit. Hey, I'm just letting y'all know I quit. I don't want to do none of that. Okay, cool. Hung up with her. Called the boss. The boss was like, you know you're going to deal with people. Not trying to be racist, y'all. She was Indian, or I don't know what of that race. Not trying to be disrespectful. She was like,
you know how many people I deal with every day? I just got off the phone with the lady because she was too drunk.
And I said, that's okay. Yeah, I understand that, but I'm not. This is like,
when you're in business, you got to handle folks like that.
I was like, ma'am, I'm not going into business. I'm not going into business. I'm just not. Look, I did that job just to, a little bread. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I didn't need none of that other stuff. I gotta pay rent. I'm sorry, boss lady, I quit. I hung up on the phone with her, and I even stayed a whole couple another hours just to help them with some more reports from previous stuff. And as soon as I was done, I vacuumed the place, and then I walked out. Bye. I wasn't coming back, and I told my mom. She was like,
well, you could have stayed one more day.
That's why I said, I'm cool. Because at the end of the day, I still got my money. And I'm finna get another paycheck off that, okay? Not finna worry about that. But to that man, I really want to catch you outside. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because, man, you ain't got to belittle me like, I'm laughing about it now. But y'all, if y'all see me that day, I was high. I was mad as, boy, I was mad. I got a lot of cuss words to bleep out and a lot of editing to do. Because it really, when you're trying to prove a point of, you're the bigger man. Obviously, the bigger man. But I'm saying, you could have came to me and approached me in a different way, sir. That's all I'm saying. But that's my end of the story. I don't know how long this video is. I probably got to cut it in half as much as I was talking. But yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and stay blessed. Y'all do the rest. Hop in your ride. Hit that dough. Hit that dough finna blow up. I'm telling you, it is. So make sure y'all go listen to that. And go to Strojo. I'm back. Peace.